A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium. A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Play clock at 4. We're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, this defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Burrow. It's complete to Golden Tate. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne, and every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The 2nd running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Toss left side for Etienne. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. The throw taken in by Sims. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they go play action now. Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Daniels. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The running game fully in sync, 1 to 11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1.
11.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Eluding the pressure right. That one complete. He finds Shark, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And fights through one man. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The throw over the middle taken in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
First down, here's Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
11 Thomas.
One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it is 28-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Burrow.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Play action. It's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield now from the 50.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
2nd and 6.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Drive about to get started.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Mayfield to throw it. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
Open man right side is Tony.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
we go. Here we go. 180. 11, Thomas.
Now Burrow on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Open man right side is Shark. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Mayfield. That's once again complete to Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield forced out to his left. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Another tote for Etienne. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A handoff for Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
On second down and 4. Mayfield being chased out left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Etienne. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Once more, Etienne.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
11 MT. 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.